Welcome back, racing fans. Ellis Park Mike here, horseracingbarns.com for Friday, the 27th of July, and picking the races at Saratoga. And on Wednesday, we did have 7 winners out of the 10 races that were run. 4 of those were our top picks. So we're keeping our average going that we started in the first week, and we're going to try to do that again today. Race 1. There's a non-winners of 3 other than allowance, optional $75,000 claimer. And this is like a stake race because most of these horses have tried or won stakes in the past. I'm going to go with number 6, Aaron Rose. Returned at Parks Racing on June 25th off of 19-month layoff and ran a nice third. Obviously, she needed to race. It looked like it was just a prep for something else, probably this. I'm going to make her my top choice. Number 7, Promise Me a Cat, second choice. Second in this last effort against non-winners of 2 other than allowance. Has a win over a couple of these in here. Loses Dominguez, but I still think this horse is in good shape. I'm going to make him a second choice. Third choice is number 5, Twice the Lady, who was beaten by Promise Me a Cat 3 back, at Aqueduct, but has since finished 4th in a grade 3. So for me, 6-7-5 in race 1 at Saratoga. Race number 2 is a $20,000 condition claimer at 5.5 furlongs on the turf. And these are for 3-year-olds and ups, which never won 3 or 3-year-olds, or have not won a race on turf since January 27th. I'm going to go to the outside here for number 12, Beautiful Fair. Beautiful Fair was second in our last start versus these horses at 6 furlongs down at Belmont off a short break and beat a couple that are in this race here. Also, number 8 will be my second choice, Vinda. George Weaver brings this filly in off of a 5th place finish versus allowance foes at Monmouth. Takes a little bit of a drop here. Has never been down to 20. Gets Castro. And third choice, number 2, Scott's Alley Cat, Karen McLaughlin. Horse has never tried the grass. Has a grass pedigree. Is coming off of a short break. Give that horse a shot at a good price. So 12-8-2 in race 2 at Saratoga. Race number 3 is a maiden special weight for the fillies and mares at 1 1/8. You don't see a lot of these races. These are good handicapping races. I like number 1, Centering, part of an entry. Returned off of a long layoff from October to 2010 to finish second in her last start. A good second. It was a fast race. If she moves forward at all, this is her race to lose. Second choice is going to be number 5, Hoya Real, Mark Hennig. This horse has 4 lifetime starts, 3 of them being seconds. Shouldn't have any trouble with the distance. Will be forwardly placed. And in third choice, number 3, Lady Kierkegaard. Has never tried dirt. Has only raced on grass in her 3 prior races. Ran okay in 2 of those. The last one at Keeneland, she didn't run any good. Give her another shot if she takes to the dirt. 1, 5, and 3 in race 3. Race number 4 is a maiden special weight for the 2-year-old colts at 5 furlongs. I'm going to go with the first-time starter in here, number 6, Park City. Todd Pletcher, Johnny V. Been working at Saratoga all spring long since May. Has worked well there. I believe this is a first-time starter with the future. Second choice, number 1, Stage Street, Steve Asmussen. Colt had 1 start at Churchill Downs on June 1st. Had a clear lead down the stretch and was caught. Didn't like the way he finished. He's got to improve. Worked okay since that race. And number 4, Coach AJ. Pletcher's other horse in here. Had a start at Monmouth. Also was in the lead early in the race and into the stretch and was caught by a horse from behind. Has since worked well on the grass. Don't know what their thinking is here, but for me, it's going to be 6-1-4 in race 4. Race number 5 is a starter allowance for horses that have raced for $50,000 or less, or optional claiming $50,000. I like number 10 in here, going to the outside here. And that horse's name is Citizen Wells. Citizen Wells returned from about a 4-month break to finish a good second at this level, beating about 3 horses in this race today. Was behind her in that race. And one of those that was behind her was number 3, Wildcatter. And I'm going to make Wildcatter my 3rd choice. The problem with Wildcatter was he had a good post and a good trip, and Citizen Wells was way out in the middle of the track when she made her run, when he made his run. So I'm going to take the 10 over the 3 because of that. And in between those two, I'm going to put number 6, Run Flat Out. Run Flat Out was an even 5th, beating only a length against 50,000 condition claimers last time out, and that was off of a 40-day break or so. Give him another chance. For me, 10-6-3 in race number 5. Race number 6 is the Irish Lynette Stakes for New York State bred fillies and mares at a 1 mile on the inner turf. I like number 2 in here, Hessenite. Hessenite is the favorite morning line, and deservedly so. She comes out of a grade 3 where she was second, beating only a half length. Ramon Dominguez sticks with her. She was beaten by a really nice filly named Gitchy Gumi. I think she's the horse to beat in here. Make her my top selection. Number 7, Great Gracie Dane is my 2nd choice. Does have a win here at Saratoga on the grass. Has been running on dirt in her last 4 starts. Goes back to the turf after a small break. I think she'll be tough as well. And my 3rd choice is going to be number 4, Inimitable Romane for Graham Motion. A good win versus entry-level allowance state breds last time out in a fast race. Needs to improve here, but can. 2-7-4 in race number 6 at Saratoga. Race number 7 is a New York bred non-winners of 2 other than allowance, optional $25,000 claimers. I'm going to go with number 2 in here as well. Whole lot of shaking. Whole lot of shaking. Looks like she's gotten herself back together. She finished a nice win last time, beating the Inimitable Rumine that's in the stake race by a neck in her last start. Took a little bit of time off, pointing for Saratoga. Owned by the Parting Glass Racing Stable, and their Parting Glass, of course, is in Saratoga. So I'm going to make that one my top choice. 2nd choice is going to be number 7, Shakira. Shakira beat a whole lot of shaking 2 back, and then come back and run 3rd, sprinting on the turf. Gets a little bit more distance here today, and is a good closer. Also, number 10, Lemon Splendor. George Weaver once again brings this filly in. She's had 1 race since April, and that was on the dirt against state-bred stakes horses. Finished okay 6th in there, but I don't think dirt is her game. I think turf is where she's best. That's where she broke her maiden. So for me, 2-7-10 in race number 7. Race number 8 is the 4th running of the Curlin. It's for 3-year-olds, which is not one of graded stakes. Over a mile, and it's at 1 1/8. I'm going to go number 2 again, Ever So Lucky. Here's a horse that was well meant as a 2-year-old. Finished 2nd in the Kentucky Jockey Club, behind Gemologist. Her only race this took a little time off since April, and ran in a non-winners of 2 lifetime allowance at Delaware and just crushed those foes. Won by 7. It looked like this horse is really getting good. Worked well here at Saratoga since the race. 2nd choice is going to be number 5, Easter Gift, Nick Zito. Nick's had a little bit of a slow start here at Saratoga, but he'll pick it up. Was a good 2nd in the Pegasus, the grade 3 last time out of Monmouth. Before that was undefeated in its other 2 starts. And also number 8, Morgan's Gorilla. This horse was third in the Dwyer in his last start, a grade 2. Cut the pace early, went way too fast, and he quit. He backed up a little bit. He had no choice but to back up a little bit after cutting the fast fractions. 2, 5, 8 in the Curlin for me. Race 9 is a maiden $25,000 claimers at a mile on inner turf. I'm going to go with number 4, Santonio d'Oro. Kenny McPeak. This horse was 4th in its last 2 starts versus 65,000 claimers. Takes the blinkers off here, drops down. Where it looks like the winning move to me, I'll make him my top choice. Second choice is going to be number 9, Lion Prince. Roy Lerman has already had a win here. This gelding ran 3rd in his last start at Belmont after cutting all the pace versus 50,000 claimers. Takes the needed drop. And third choice is going to be number 2, Big Red Talent. This is a horse that's been running down at Calder and must have been privately sold and has been moved up to New York. His only race on the grass was versus $25,000 claimers, and it was a good second in that race. With the new connections, I'm going to give him another shot in here. So for me, 4, 9, and 2 in race number 9 at Saratoga. Don't forget the post time is 2:30 on Friday. It's 2:30 Eastern Time. So you can kick back and relax a little bit. You don't have to rush out there to get to the track early today or Friday. This is Ellis Park Mike saying thank you very much. Saturday we got the Diana and the Jim Dandy. Sunday we have the Haskell at Monmouth. A big weekend coming up. Wish everyone good luck. And remember that any day at Saratoga is a great day.